the services by using direct shortcodes like *219*3# to retrieve your NHF number, *219*4*1# to check your last 5 transactions, and *219*4*2# to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. *219#. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
President of the Mortgage Banking Association of Nigeria, MBAN, Adeniyi Akilusi, has called on the Nigerian government to take a cue from other nations of the world towards averting further default in mortgages. Akilusi noted that the coronavirus pandemic is affecting all aspects of the economy, including the housing and mortgage sectors, and therefore requires proactive steps to avoid default in bank credits that could lead to recession. The MBAN boss commended the relief package of $136.6 million provided by the central bank for small businesses, but observed that deliberate actions such as taking off 1 or 2 months from loan obligations should be considered. The Nigerian Institute of Architects (NIA) has disclosed plans to carry out an audit of all public buildings in the country. This will include a functional and structural audit of all federal, state and local government buildings across Nigeria. President of the Institute, Sonny Echono, who disclosed the plan, noted that the Institute will collaborate with engineers and other partners to cover the entire country and ensure that such things as access for people with disabilities into public buildings are considered. Echono added that plans have already been concluded to see that buildings like government secretariats, offices and public markets have proper maintenance schedule that will ensure they stand the test of time.
Everybody desires a decent abode to lay their heads after a hard day's job, whether it's within the city center of Abuja or the remotest rural settlement. The FMBN understands this and is on a mission to turn that desire into concrete realities. And that's our package for tonight's edition of Everyone Deserves a Home. Do join me same time next week for another exciting edition. Stay safe and bye for now.
Hijab is a veil worn by some Muslim women in the presence of any male outside of their immediate families, which usually covers the head and chest. In its traditional form, it is worn by women to maintain modesty and privacy from unrelated males.
The significance of hijab is the rulings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Lord of the worlds, He who created the heavens and the earth, may He be glorified. It is His legislation in the Quran to the universe, to the mankind as a whole, that when a woman dresses to go out, she should cover all parts of her body, except where she can see. Like you can see me dressed now. In those days, some would cover even one eye. If they can see with one eye, or they make the burqa, whereby there's a net here, and they can be able to see, to conceal their ornaments, so that no man sees them and they don't incite men to come near them. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran al-Kareem, in Surah An-Nisa, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا إِنَّهُ كَانَ فَحِشَةً وَسَاءَ سَبِيلًا. Do not come close to fornication. So all the ways of fornication has been closed by a woman who are dressing properly to go out of her homes. However, when she is within her home, she can dress in a pleasing way to her husband and she can dress the way she wants to dress.
You are always welcome to go.
The Arabic word hijab can be translated as cover, wrap, curtain, veil or screen partition, among other meanings.
Hijab, it must have all the characteristics of it being a hijab. It must not be see-through. It mustn't be beautiful. Like you say, some hijabs are beautiful. They are not meant to be beautiful because the beauty you have inside your dress is supposed to be concealed. You may wear something which is very pleasing to you or to your spouse, but it's inside. While the outer garments will have to be thick and cover properly to everywhere. It's not so apparent that from far you can take and say, this is a beautiful color. It must, not necessarily it must be dark, but then preferably dark colors, whether there's ash or deep blue or any other color, but they must cover properly. They must be thick enough not to see the shape of the woman.
Generally, it is known as hijab, but there are different types of hijab worn by preference. Abaya, a full-length robe-like outer garment that covers the whole body except the head, feet and hands, usually worn with a headscarf or gloves and niqab.
Bismillah.
Then sanitize as often as possible. I remain
Bismillah.
Goodbye. NTA Impact, Nigeria's leading IT and innovation program on television, powered by the National Information Technology Development Agency, NTA. I am Ewomazino Wonder. Let's begin on this thought-provoking note. Did you know that part of NITA's role is to develop, regulate and advise on information technology in Nigeria through regulatory standards, guidelines and policies? Additionally, NTA is a clearinghouse for all IT projects and infrastructural development in the country. It is the prime agency for e-government implementation, internet governance, and general IT development in Nigeria. For details on NTA, feel free to visit www.nita.gov.ng. You just might win something. This week on the program, Future Hack in Port Harcourt comes under focus. On Insight this week, you will get to be part of the hackathon via Skype with the DJ of NTA on Hack the COVID-19 Menace out of Nigeria. And not forgetting our personality of the week, Barrister Emmanuel Edit, Head, Legal and Board Matters Unit, NIFTA. Stay with us for issues and development that made news.
Welcome to NIDA. Welcome to Nigeria's IT regulator.
Our plan is to make sure we create millions of digital jobs for Nigerians.
From innovation to business enhancement using IT local content, e-governance, cybersecurity and data protection, NIDA is your dependable partner.
We have achieved a lot within this time. We commissioned the first innovation and incubation hub in this country. We are building these hubs across the country.
At NIDA, we take the mission to building a digital Nigeria very seriously. Join us.
Future Hack is an initiative of the Office for ICT Innovation and Entrepreneurship, or IIE, a special purpose vehicle set up by NTA to coordinate ideas incubation and promotion. Port Harcourt played the host to South-South edition.
It is designed to generate ideas to drive Nigeria's digital economy. Future Hack is a national development hackathon in which computer programmers, graphic designers, interface designers, project manager, and domain experts collaborate intensively in software projects. And that's actually what we're doing. Future Hack is held at an academic environment to bridge the gap between academicians or academics and the world of work and emerging technologies.
The National Information Technology Development Agency is a federal government agency of the country that is mandated to drive IT regulation and development. We would say there is a first, second, third, but in NTA, the slogan is everyone is a winner. So don't feel any bad that in this program you become first or last. You're all winners. The winning person is the person that continues beyond the competition to make sure they create their ideas into a real business.
What a commendable and such a noble initiative by NTA in Port Harcourt. And now to the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN Forum. Disruptive technologies are changing the world in several ways. The Director General of NTA, Malam Kashifu Inuwa, at a forum organized by the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, speaks on the importance of information technology in manufacturing.
This fourth industrial revolution brought the concept of smart manufacturing, digital manufacturing platform, and digital economy into play. And this concept, if embraced and used, they are going to dramatically change the way you earn your revenue and the way you spend on your operational cost. I'm going to take you through these three concepts one by one. Firstly, the smart manufacturing. With the development so far, you need to do a little effort. You need to put a little effort to upscale your existing lean manufacturing platform into a smart manufacturing by introducing emerging technologies such as Internet of Things or Industrial Internet of Things, automation and artificial intelligence and machine learning into your existing machineries. These emerging technologies will help you to make your factory smarter, and it will make your factory perform without or less human intervention. Artificial intelligence and automation can create a superhuman being. One robot can do a work that a 10 staff cannot do in terms of a risky work. And also these robotics, they are ego-free and they are always willing to do the work. Therefore, you can use them 24/7. And it will help you to boost your productivity, increase your sales, improve efficiency, reduce operational cost, and keep up with increasingly sophisticated competition in the market. Therefore, embracing this emerging technology or integrating them into our existing lean manufacturing to make your manufacturing systems smarter will help you reduce operational costs and increase revenue.
One of the cardinal pillars of NTA is digital jobs creations by harnessing youth productivity and skills. Now, we bring you one of the several ways NTA is ensuring interagency partnership, this time with Abuja Enterprise Agency.
NTA, that's our focus. Our focus is more on digital job creation. When we talk about digital job creation, means we are talking about youth. Our youth are digital native, and they are the ones that have most of access to internet. Out of it, 60% are less than 30 years old. So the youth within this age bracket, they are the ones on the internet, and they are the ones that easily use digital services and product. So most of our focus is on the digital job creation. How can we harness the talent of this our youthful population to create innovative ideas to solve humanity problems, not only for Nigeria but for the world?
Welcome to NIDA. Welcome to Nigeria's IT regulator.
Our plan is to make sure we create millions of digital jobs for Nigerians.
From innovation to business enhancement using IT local content, e-governance, cybersecurity and data protection, NIDA is your dependable partner.
We have achieved a lot within this time. We commissioned the first innovation and incubation hub in this country. We are building these hubs across the country.
At NIDA, we take the mission to building a digital Nigeria very seriously. Join us.
The National Information Technology Development Agency, NITA, under the supervision of the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, is calling for applications for its Nigeria COVID-19 Innovation Challenge, with the vision of finding solutions to the effects of the coronavirus on the society. This opportunity is available to students, software developers, entrepreneurs, and other creative individuals with innovative and feasible ideas on how to help mitigate the further spread of the COVID-19 pandemic and other interrelated solutions that will reduce or eliminate the impact of the pandemic on the society. The challenge will hold on a virtual platform between the 4th and the 5th of May 2020. The overall 3 best startups at the end of the challenge stand to win cash prizes, get support to develop full prototypes of the solution, incubation at an appropriate tech hub, mentorship, as well as an opportunity for the solutions to be showcased at NITA events. Simply visit www.nigeriacovid19.futurehack.ng to register today. The deadline for applications is May 1st, 2020. This opportunity is implemented by the Office for ICT Innovation and Entrepreneurship and proudly sponsored by the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITA.
And now to our Insight of the Week. This is where we take a deep and special look at any issue of special interest. The focus is ways to develop technological solutions to tackle the ongoing crisis.
Today we are confronted with a crisis like no other. Coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, has disrupted our social and economic order within a short time. What is going on is unprecedented, that you and I have not seen in a living memory. The virus is causing health crisis, and the lockdown needed to fight the virus is causing economic crisis. What was normal just a few weeks ago, such as going to work, religious congregation, and socializing with family and friends, is now a huge risk. I believe that will come to an end and we will come out of this pandemic stronger. But when? That is what we don't know. Today, the virus dictates, and it is still in control. It dictates when to shut down, lock down, and when to relax. We will continue like this until there is a breakthrough in vaccine. Until then, life will not return to normal. Even if government lifts the lockdown, order businesses to reopen, their doors humans have a natural aversion to exposing themselves to diseases. Places won't have large crowds. The good news is now we have created a sense of stability from the crisis. We need to unlearn the way we do things in pre-COVID world and learn the new way to survive and thrive in the post-COVID world. This is the reason I personally encourage and support hackathon. I have special interest in this hackathon. The theme is apt, the problem statement is relevant to what is happening in the world. We need to hack the crisis. We need to do it ourselves, and we need to have a tailor-made solution that can work in our country. We need solution to mitigate and contain the virus. It has been proven that the contact tracing is one of the most effective containment measures, and emerging technology will be the most effective tool for that. This hackathon, Hack the Crisis project, is aimed at launching a prototype solution, ideas and innovation into products and initiatives that will not only create awareness in multiple languages about COVID-19, but also will help prevent and or flatten the curve of COVID-19 in Nigeria through digital innovation.
That was a special one, if you ask me. A webinar featuring the DG himself. According to him, NTA is exploring ways aimed at finding solutions to coronavirus through digital innovation. It is a way of identifying how emerging technology can help create economic leeway and empowerment in line with the goals of the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. Is NTA Impact, Nigeria's leading IT program on television, powered by the National Information Technology Development Agency, NTA. Barrister Emmanuel Edet is the head of Legal and Board Matters Unit at NTA. On Personality of the Week segment on this episode, Barrister Edet speaks on NTA's activities, interagencies cooperation, and the NTA Act.
From the legal unit, we deal with two distinct but closely related issues. First of all, we serve as the secretariat for the agency, And as Secretariat, we service the governing board as well as the management of agency. Apart from that, we also serve as the legal advisory arm of the agency. So we provide legal advice for the agency on issues of all sorts, including administration, legal matters, as well as anything to do with relationships with organizations and bodies outside the agency. Way back in 2001, a national IT policy was established by the Federal Executive Council. It was issued, and part of the recommendation of that policy was the establishment of the National Information Technology Development Agency. The whole essence of establishing the agency was to implement the development of information technology in Nigeria. And based on that policy, NIDA was established under the Ministry of Science and Technology then. And eventually in 2007, an act was passed establishing NIDA as an agency that was placed under the Ministry of Communication Technology, which is now Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. And since then, we have been mandated to regulate information technology for the purpose of development. Generally speaking, information technology is everywhere, and NIDA cannot work alone to develop information technology. In fact, the current level of interaction is totally subject to information technology. And so we have learned and we have identified the core mandates of different agencies, different groups, different non-governmental organizations, and even individuals to work with in order to develop information technology. So our act actually mandates us to collaborate with any agency, anybody, or any person in order to ensure that we develop information technology. So in line with this, we have entered into a lot of memoranda of understanding, and we've also engaged almost every government agency in various areas of their expertise, and also support them as much as we can, especially the educational sector, in ensuring that there's a lot of research and development into information technology. First of all, the agency was the primary architect, one of the primary architects in developing the law which we have today in cyber crime. We were the Secretariat, working with the Office of the National Security Advisor. We drafted the law and it has been passed. We are also a member of the National Advisory Council on Cybercrime, and we are also currently carrying out a lot of initiatives in the area of cybercrime, especially enlightenment programs. We've been doing that in all the geopolitical zones. We have set up the Computer Emergency Readiness and Response Team, which is for government agencies in order to deal with any cyber emergency. We've also done a few things in collaboration with some other individuals, non-governmental organizations, especially in the area of awareness, because that's one of the primary things that helps protect us, is self-defense mostly. If you are aware of the challenges out there, you know how to deal with them. So we've done a lot of public enlightenment program, and we are there in the middle of the policy development process to ensure that Nigeria is one of those countries that are safe enough to use information technology facilities.
Before we sign off for today, here is a reminder of your health and safety tips amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Take responsibility against the spread of coronavirus COVID-19. Adopt preventive measures and stay at home. Explore digital solutions to work and connect with colleagues, family and friends. In case of emergency, call National Emergency Toll-Free Line 112 or NCDC 0809-700-0010. This message is a corporate social responsibility from NICDA. That is the program for the week. We would like to hear from you ways we can make the program better. On behalf of the Director General, management and staff of NTA, we say thank you so much for being with us. For more details, please email us at info@nita.gov.ng and follow us via the social media handles on the screen. Until we come your way again next week, stay safe. I am Ewomazino Wanda. Bye for now.